Hi everyone, hello, and welcome back to Crazy Callan Vlogs. We are here and back with you, and I am in Gloucester, Massachusetts, and we're just taking a nice long walk. It's not even a beach day. I picked up my mom a little while ago, and then we ran around to a couple of stores, and then it's such a beautiful day out. I wanted to come down and see the flowers, the ocean, and walk this beautiful strip of oceanfront that is extremely close to where my mom lives. We have to plan some days to come down here and spend the entire day over the summer. This area has gotten quite popular for out-of-towners and out-of-state people coming for vacations and stuff. It's becoming more and more a tourist place year after year. So it gets a little tougher to get down here in the season of actual summer. So you have to be really, really mindful of trying to plan your trip and also be able to buy your beach passes online before even coming down for the day and just trying to wing it, because each beach has like a capacity now that they don't sell passes past a certain amount of people entering the beach for the day. And then they close the beach gates at each and every single waterway, so that after those passes are sold, you can't come in for the rest of the day until it's later in the evening, and then the time allows you to come in for free later in the evening. So this is also one of our local beaches, especially when I come down to grab my mom. My mom lives about 20 minutes away, and that's just going the back roads. If I jump on the highway, it's like a 15-minute drive to her, which I usually take the back roads, and sometimes when I'm trying to go extra quick, I'll jump on the highway. So this is just a short hop, skip, and a jump from her, right next to Salem, Mass, and a bunch of other local towns. And it's just a really beautiful space to come and spend a day. They have like this little park area where you can play those fun games that they have set up for anybody to enjoy. I've actually never played. What do you call that, Mom? What game is that? Do you know what it is? I don't know. I think I should know. Bocce ball? She's saying bocce ball, but I can't quite think of it. If that's it, then great. If it's not, hi, Kimmy. That's Mom. She doesn't really like the camera, so I'm not gonna aim it directly at her. You know what I mean, jelly beans? So I have made other videos throughout the years of down here for sure, but I don't think I've ever made an extensive one to show you this waterfront. There is a beach that leads right up into that wooded area that we frequent quite often. It's Half Moon Beach. It's also called Good Harbor Beach. It has so many different names to it. It just depends on what day it is. We call it whatever other names that they offer for that portion of the beach. It's almost like a little lagoon area where you have to walk down into the sand that leads you into this little teeny tiny cove that you go into the ocean. And it's a magical little spot that has all different walkways and pathways that you can follow along the water banks all the way out to the other part of the parking lots and stuff. And then over here, all the way around that corner over there is more ocean and stores. Is it? Okay, she said that is bocce ball. She looked it up. So if you park on this main road here, if you come early enough to park on the main road, hi, if you do park early enough to come on the main road, then you can park for free. I'm thinking you've always been able to get free parking on the main road. Don't quote me in case you guys do plan a trip to come here. I'm not sure if they're still doing it this year or if they changed it. In one of my previous videos, I think I mentioned to you guys that this area of Gloucester where it has all the beaches, they've gone up on their prices. Gloucester residents can always go to any of the beaches for free, but if you are from out of town or out of state, you're going to pay about $50 a car to come for the day. So I would bring a minivan and pack it full of your family for $50. So my idea, if I am right, and they've kept this main road free parking, is to do like I've always done and come here at like 5 in the morning, pick my spot for the day, and then stay here on the beach for the entire day. Whether it's this roadside waterfront or walk into the woods over there to that small little cute area that feels like you're on a deserted island in the middle of nowhere, because you are literally in this little cove of the ocean. So either one of those choices will just be winging it for the day and coming here to enjoy. Now, right here down these stairs, this is the last entryway into this part of the beach. It has all different staircases that go along this entire roadway. But in this last one, in the second entryway up there, this is where they allow dogs to come with their owners, walk the beach, go in the water. Anybody can come down here, but this is designated area so that your pups and your pets can come down and enjoy their own beach day without, the hassle of people not wanting them around. So that's really nice, so that the dogs have their own private beach to enjoy and not feel like they have to be on a leash or anything like that. They can just enjoy the little waterfront. So I've actually come here and parked my chair right in the water for the day with the dogs running all around me. I may have even done a video on it either last summer or the summer before. And there was just dogs absolutely all over the place and swimming in the water around me. It was the cutest thing ever. Sometimes I prefer the entryway to swim with the dogs instead of the other entryways where there's just lots of people. So I'll pick the dog area over the human area a lot of times. So I absolutely love that they always have the American flags lining the entire roadway all the way down. That's one of my favorite things. And then over in the center of the park, as you walk down to about midway, where you're gonna see like the boat throughway, you're also gonna see like gardens and stuff. That they have the most beautiful gardens that grow throughout the summer. And I love to come down here and show you guys the flowers or take pictures of them and post them online to show you. Now, Mom and I am going to start walking back toward the car. And I'm probably not going to talk when we start to see people. Then I'll probably zip the lip and just aim you at the water. But our car is all the way back over
by the Ferris wheel.
Like where you see that Ferris wheel area, that's around the corner from where we parked. So that's where we're walking to. And it's just a beautiful day. The sunshine is always amazing. We already know how Mom feels, right? So, but it isn't a hot day. So I'm actually chilly. Before I picked her up, I had the heat on in the car. It's like 75-ish, 73 degrees out. I always have the seat warmer on. Always. I don't care how hot it is outside. The seat warmer is the most soothing sitting I have anywhere else. So I have the seat warmer on. I had my heat blasting. I got out of a doctor's appointment that took hours. And then I came down.
I already have my own furnace.
And got her, and she whipped on the AC in about 1 second flat. I don't even think she sat in the seat fully. And she had her hands on my AC system. So she was over it. And then the windows go down too. So you got the ACs and the windows down. She needs all the wind. This is just such a good stretch too to walking exercise. A lot of times, even if I'm not going to have a beach day, I'll run down here early in the morning before anybody's even awake, and I'll power walk this strip so fast that I'm done in like 10 minutes. No, that's a little, giving myself a little too much credit. Probably like a good 20-minute walk, 10 minutes one way, 10 minutes back the other way. Power walking all the way up and around. I know that maybe 2 years ago, I think it was, I don't think it was last year, but this weekend is St. Peter's festival down here. So it's actually going on now. It started the 25th. It's ending the 29th. And we haven't done any festival festivities at all. We usually come down here and watch like the parade and the dedication to St. Peter, and then we'll watch like their really cool competition of like the slippery pole. And I think it was maybe 2 years ago that I recorded it, or at least recorded some of the day and shared a video with you guys. But there's all kinds of really fun things that they do during this like stretch of the week. That's why the Ferris wheel is up down there. And it's just fun to come down, even if you're not going to have a beach day. There's a lot to do here. There's a lot of restaurants, a lot of little shops, a lot of like bar eateries, and just a pretty place to like sit if you felt like it. Down around the corner, is that Marblehead or
What, around the corner?
no,
Rockport.
Manchester by the Sea?
In that direction.
No, for what is the Hammond Castle?
Yeah, that's
Right?
Magnolia.
Oh, that's in Magnolia. So Hammond Castle is around the bend of this road behind us now. And I've been coming here my whole life, but I have never made it into Hammond Castle, which is a really popular place to like tour. But they have such weird hours to be able to go in and take the tour, where it's open to get tickets for it. And maybe in like the fall, that's something I'd really like to check off my bucket list finally. So that might be a fun thing to like go and do in a couple more months. This weekend coming up is a busy weekend. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it down here at all for the St. Peter's
This way?
festival this year. Yeah, we can't walk across the ocean.
Oh, I didn't know if you were going
Oh.
to do a big loop. I just
What
thought
loop?
you'd do, around the loop for extra.
Oh, no. Oh, I thought you meant there was a walkway I was forgetting about.
I meant a big loop along the water.
One thing is, if you do not want to get stuck on a bridge,
Yeah, not this one.
don't come on the main road, because this place will open up this little bridge abutment here, and it will stay open for like a half an hour, and all of the boats
All of the traffic.
will ride through this canal, and you will be backed up going in both directions forever and a day. So if it's a hot summer day, you better hope your AC works
You get gas.
and you've got gas, because you will be sitting here for a long time.
Now we're doing the water.
Let's at least watch the boat come through. You got here in just enough time. Big boats, little boats. Yeah, he's not gonna have to have the bridge open because he's a smaller boat. But as you can see, some people set up their chairs
Watch the
along this like little walkway so that they can watch the boats come and go each time. And it's like a parade of boats, so that's fun.
This harbor's full of boats, but when the festival starts.
Oh yeah, when the festival starts, like she said, the harbor literally has so many boats and all their families are on their boats. The music is blasting. They're having food and jumping off their boats into the water while the slippery pole, greasy pole, slippery pole is happening. So, what is it? Greasy pole? Greasy pole. When the greasy pole starts, everybody is pretty much tipsy, if not pie-eyed at that point in the day, because it happens later in the day after a long beach day and celebrating. The majority of the people I've ever watched do it is men, and they have had a good beach day, so they're feeling nice. And then they try to cross this like pipe or pole, or it's a little bit thick but not too thick. I'll show it to you once we walk to this other end. I'll try to zoom in to see it as best we can. So they have to start from like a platform they have to climb up to, and it's greasy, and so they have to try to run across it and grab the flag on the end of it. And if they can make it, then they are the winners
They get thousands of dollars.
of the greasy pole. And literally, if I think it's been like one guy that's won it for years in a row. And I listened to him talk on a radio station last year about it and how his dad won the greasy pole competition like every year through his childhood. So he always like practiced with his dad throughout his childhood on this little competition. It's really funny, actually. If you're just sitting there watching, these guys are just falling off in the most uncomfortable ways. They land on the pole in really difficult positions that I can't imagine feeling. But they all get up laughing, so maybe it's good that they feel light and airy. Because I would think that would hurt pretty bad. So as we can see, because there's not too many people over here, we're at like this point in the walkway. This monument is like extremely famous for this area. And this is like the whole entire memorial for all of the fishermen that have been lost at sea over time. So all of these plaques here have hundreds, if not thousands, of names on every single one. Swinging over, Mom. So there's the fisherman right here. And then back to the plaques. So there it is. And The Perfect Storm was a movie based on the Gloucester fishermen that were lost at sea. So this down here, we're coming to the end of the walkway, and then those boats gathered right out here. That's where the little greasy pole setup is. So once we stop, I'll zoom in so that we can see it. You okay? I see people even over on the on the platform right now. Hold on, I'm gonna swing you over because I don't want to see these people. It's a guy playing a guitar. He's jamming out. Jamming out. Once we get to the end, I'm gonna stop at the little, what is it? Gate.
Horseshoe.
What are words? What are words? What are words? I can't think of words.
Horseshoe.
I really want a kayak because I would go out there in a kayak, float the boat. See, we're almost at the end of the parking lot. Let's just get a little bit closer. And then I'm gonna zoom. Oops, I have the hiccups. Excusez-moi. Oh, look at that. I'm going in the water. I think I'm definitely going in the water.
Hold this up.
All right, so let me stop. See, we've made it. That's the parking lot right there that we're in. And then let me study my phone. Okay, ready? So right there, you see it doesn't look very big from where we are, but if you actually go out to that thing, that is a far stretch to try to run over when it's greasy and you're tipsy and try to make it across that thing right here. And then it has like the boats and stuff so that if anybody really gets hurt, they can get them quickly and get them back over here for help. And sitting right here too is really nice. And this is a pretty waterway to swim in, where it's kind of at the end of the cove. And then right back over there is where we just came from. All the way over there. I think I'm going in the water. I think I am. Look at him. He's swimming out there like a mermaid. Oh, she's going to be in the air conditioning car and I'm going to be in the ocean. Isn't that pretty? How beautiful. All right. So that's it. And I'm going to swing you up and around because there's lots of people. I don't want to get in anybody's face. Oh my goodness. These guys are so cute. Townies. They're definite townies. And right over there is where St. Peter's dedication will be. And that's such a beautiful dedication in the parade after. So I'm really sad I'm going to miss it this year, actually. But what are you going to do? There's only so much time in the days. All right, I'm going with those guys. We're going in the water. All right.
You're going in the water.
Mom's going in the water.
No.
No.
All
right. All right, I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed this viewpoint of another beach on another day. And I will see you guys in the next one. Love all you beautiful faces. Bye, everyone.